Hi, I'm Briana from Briana-paperobsession.blogspot.com, and today what we're going to make is a very simple ATC card, and I just kind of wanted to give you a frame of reference or an example. So we're going to start with two pieces of paper. The ATC cards have to be 3.5 by 2.5, so this is my base paper I'm starting with, and I'm also going to use an additional piece of lighter cardstock that is 2 by 3. So I'm going to set this aside and we're going to actually stamp. This is a manuscript stamp, which is just a real rough handwriting. It's really pretty. So what I'm going to do is reach and grab for my Tim Holtz Distress ink, and this is the peeled paint, my favorite color. And we're just going to stamp that. And we'll set it aside to kind of dry for a second. So I'll set that aside. Now next, I actually went to my Cricut, my Don Juan cartridge, and cut out a 2-inch fleur-de-lis. Now if you don't have a Cricut or a Sizzix or something to cut these out with, you can buy these little cardstock kind of symbols and different things right at your local craft store, so don't be discouraged by that. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to paint this. And I'm going to use Tim Holtz Distress Crackle Paint. And I really like this, and once again, it's in my favorite color, the peeled paint. Use the peeled paint. I love this color. So I'm using a non-stick craft mat. You could also use a piece of scrap paper or something to protect your work surface. And you want to put this on fairly liberally. If you don't have this paint, because it is a little bit tricky to find, I have to go to a local scrapbook, actually a rubber stamp store to find it. You can also just use plain old acrylic paint and some crackle medium if you like the crackle effect, or just acrylic paint. I'm just trying to give you an idea here, so I'm going to set this aside now. So now what we're going to do, hold on one second, is we're actually just going to assemble our card. So I'm going to use a sponge, and once again, Tim Holtz Distress ink, but this is in walnut stain. And I have a little sponge here, and I'm just going to put some ink around the edges quite quickly. Perfect. And I'm also going to do that with my little piece as well. And this adds just a great aged. I kind of want to make this old looking, a little bit aged and distressed. And the Tim Holtz Distress products are fabulous for that. They actually just came out with distress stickles, which I just found out about. So I'm going to have to get myself some. So now I'm actually just going to adhere these to each other. So a little bit of double-sided tape. And now I'm going to punch brads in here. I'm just roughing it with a piece with a paper piercer. And I'm going to throw 4 little brads in the corner. And these are just the little itty bitty brads. You could also use eyelets. And I actually have one, so I don't want to waste everyone's time doing that I've already gotten to this stage with. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is attach my fleur-de-lis. Now I made one earlier. As you can see, that's already dry. Obviously this is going to take about 20 minutes to dry, so I didn't want to waste your time. So I'm going to use a little double-sided tape again. Normally I would probably use a little bit more of a liquid-based craft glue or glue stick, but I don't really have those right now, so I'll use that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a sticker. And I don't know how well you can see, there's a little bit of a glare there, how well you can see the crackling. You really can't see it much, but it's there and it's really kind of neat looking. I'm going to add a sticker now this is from K & Company. These are really cute. The one thing about adding stickers and embellishments is you have to make sure that you have the same ones for 10 cards. So it's kind of tricky. Check out the dollar bin or whatnot. Just kind of want to let you see this is an embossed sticker from K & Company. It's really cute. The lighting in here is not optimal for doing any type of recording. So now the last thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of fibers to this. This is some just fluffy wool, and I'm just going to tie a piece around the base. For this one, I think I'm going to tie it around the top actually. And I tie it around the back. Now, you do have to include your information on the back, so I glue an additional piece of paper so that any type of brads or ink marking or anything I have doesn't really show up and alter my card. And I would generally cut this, but I don't have my scissors handy. But that's it. That's how simple they are to make. And it's really just a matter of coming up with a basic, very simple idea, and you can emboss, stamp, do whatever you want. So thank you for joining me once again. My blog is Briana, Briana paperobsession.blogspot.com, and visit us there anytime. Thank you.